Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, Mike on the mic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tapped in with my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK, DJ RT's and the 1s and 2s. Back again, we for Vibe Style Tuesdays and Taco Tuesdays each and every Tuesday, and another series of interviews here for your listening pleasure. Now, shout out to all my listeners tonight. Be sure you're calling at 443-377-1872. Again, the number is 443-377-1872. And listen, we got a super special guest in the building. If you don't know what you're listening to right now, this is Miami Mills Come Back Home. And we got one of the production listings in the building with us right now. We got a super special guest, CEO, owner of Candle Shop Magazine, Contraband Items Clothing, creator of the pregame radio show, ghost designer, model, and artist consultant. We got Toni Drakhan in the building. What's up, bro?
What's good? Yeah, we're in the building. It's great, man. It's great. Man. You got a wonderful podcast.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I try to work on it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We got Toni Drakhan in the building, and it's a pleasure to have you here, man. And all my listeners who want to learn more about his platform, about some of the stuff he's got going on, make sure you go over to the Funds Unlimited group. That is the Funds UNLTD group on Instagram as we go through the interview. So you can match your name to a face, the craft to the man. Now listen, Toni Drakhan is sitting in front of me. Man, I want to kind of first, before we get into anything, talk about a lot of the stuff that you've been doing, a lot of stuff that you got going on, like the pregame show, which I mentioned, syndicated, ATL, LA, New York, season 2 of the Shot Pod TV.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We just did that last night.
Yeah, man, it's active right now.
Yeah.
Super active. Man, live, I think Monday, 6 to 8 p.m.
Yep.
Did you have Big L on the show?
No, Big L couldn't come yesterday. He had an injured ankle. And by him DJ and him standing up, it had swollen up. So he had called me. He was waiting on his x-rays, so it's like, yo, we just want to reschedule and get your foot straight and everything.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna try to bring him back Monday with the promoter, Baltimore's own. You know him. You probably went to your cars and you seen mad flyers on it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Nutscholar, he gonna be on the show next week. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know, like, Nut got he really got a story to tell. It ain't about him just being a promoter and putting 1,000 flies on the car.
Right.
Like, he really has a story to tell. So I'm gonna see if Bell can be scheduled to come next week. But he's definitely going to come because he got a lot to talk about with this DJ situation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history with L, 100%. Man, and definitely Nutscholar definitely has a story to tell. I 100% agree, especially that work ethic. There's so much behind it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we're going to talk about how me and him, how we met, because we had bumped heads when we met, but now he's my dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. And like I said, the Shot Pod TV at, therealexplosion.com.
Yeah.
You can tap in, you can listen in through the app and listen live. Make sure you tap in, by the way, Mondays again, 6 to 8 p.m. Go tap in with the Shot Pod TV and Toni Drakhan. Also, I can't go without talking about your documentary, The Affidavit of Toni Drakhan.
Yeah.
I'm super looking forward to that because I know that you got some things that you want to say and clear up. So,
Yeah, be a lot of things said. You know, some people want to be happy, some people want to not be happy. You know what I mean? We'll address everything, you know.
No, for sure.
There's a lot of stuff we got to clear. I didn't know, like, when you did the documentary, I just thought, like, you just told the story, but there's a lot that got to go through it, like the consent. People want to be filmed, or people want to. We ran and did stuff together. They want the story told and stuff. So there's a lot of red tape that I'm learning that's coming along with it.
Yeah, it's a learning lesson. You can do more documentaries now that you got this under your belt now.
Yeah.
You went around the ringer one time. But also, not just a documentary, you're also doing, your TV show, The Uncomfortable Truth.
Yes.
I think that's supposed to be on like Prime.
We're gonna show it on Prime, and we're gonna do a YouTube series. We'll do a YouTube series of it. And I had to change it. I had it the unapologetic truth, but for some reason, the trademark company, they told me it was clear that I could use it. Then they sent me a letter back and said that like 2 other companies had the name, so I had to change it back to the Uncomfortable Truth. And I liked it that better because my new cast members, they just couldn't get the unapologetic. They stumbled over it. So this type of is more comfortable, more easier to say.
Yeah, for sure. It ended up working for your benefit at the end of the day. Man, and again, I talked about at the top of the show, Miami Mills, you got production credits on that record, I'll Come Back Home. So congrats on that, by the way, because that's a great record. We were just listening, I was just like, nodding my head, okay, like doing my notes, like, yeah, I like this record.
Yeah, but seriously, he not the only DJ that's like, they go straight to Monifa. So like, I had a DJ over in LA, he's like, the song already been out. He's like, it got heavy D. I said, no, man. I said, it's Miami. I said, we did the song over. You know what I'm saying? I said, Monifa still want it, but it's just that I got the verse from Big, I got cleared, so Big is on it too. I said, it's a whole different total song. You know what I'm saying? So it's following up from the summer hit, Tuck Your Summer In, which we had the Kanye Blessings with the sample and the Will Smith intro in it. So
dope.
I think people gonna like this the video's gonna make people like the song even more because it's a black love gone wrong. So my man Alvin Gray, who's from here, he's a film director from Baltimore. Matter of fact, he got a film premiering in Nevada, January the 22nd, and he had his own film that he redid from 10 years ago. He premiered it last year at the Senate called Sweet Dreams. So he's a very good friend of mine. Love this guy, and I just love the way he filmed, and he's gonna do the video to this.
Okay, dope. I'm looking forward to that. Make sure if you're listening, tap in, man. Cause this video is gonna be crazy. Man. So and also by the way, I gotta clear out another thing that you're doing. The lady sneaker face. So talk to me about that.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the history of it. So
okay, sure. Yeah.
I go to a lot of showcases, and I noticed that there's a lot of hot females, and they don't win because they're overshined by the fellas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they always left out, even if they more talented than the fellas. So I decided to put the showcase together, and I called it's trademark too, and I had a little thing with a certain sneaker store that used the her thing, and I had to bump heads with them and tell them they couldn't use it. So I trademarked it. It's the her showcase, which is only dedicated to women.
Yeah.
So the first one we did, we had King K from here, Buffy the Body, Storm, Tiana Marie, that's Tony Austin's daughter. Yeah. So I did like 75 tickets, you know what I'm saying? But the girls brought out the order. We packed it out, it was like 200 plus people came in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we packed out, said, all right, so we're gonna do this again. But I wanted to make it yearly because I didn't want to saturate it like every month.
You
know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And run out of artists. So only thing that's different with this is with the showcase, you can't just pay and show up and do your thing. Like we follow different artists, we follow different women, you know what I'm saying, for a minute, and then we like, all right, we like their movement, we like their talent and thing, then we reach out to them.
Right.
So the second year we put together, it did like 15 females, but unfortunately COVID had other plans, so we had to shut it down.
Yeah.
So last year we was gonna bring it back in March. So this was the plan, is to do it every March because March is the month of women. That's an international thing, month of women. So unfortunately Mr. Brandon Scott didn't want to open up the city in March. So we still had a problem with that, and we didn't want to do a show with the capacity of under 50 people. It didn't make sense. So we had girls asking, was we still going to do it? And it's like, yeah, as soon as everything opened up.
Right.
So the summer opened up. We did it in July at the War Memorial Building. I added female comedians, female spoken word, a fashion show, female influencers and speakers, and then we rounded it off with a marching band at the end.
Dope.
So with that, we take the proceeds and we donate them to Judy's Heart Foundation. She's a foundation that helps domestic violence victims transition back into homes and stuff like that. And I'm familiar with that because like my sister had an incident with a guy. He couldn't keep his hands off her and everything. So I like this organization. Been working with her for like 2 years now. You know what I mean? So that's the history of her showcase. So when the winter come around, I usually do Secret Santas for single moms. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, all right, I just don't want to, because my DM get like crazy with moms, and the stories that you hear. And the number one thing with it is that there's a lot of black men that's like neglecting their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? To these women. So I said last year I wanted to do something different. I said I want to do a sneaker fashion show. Everybody do sneaker galas, sneaker balls and shit. I was like, yo, nobody never did a sneaker fashion show.
Facts.
And I said, yo, and I'm gonna incorporate the her showcase into it. So what we was going to do is raise up money, and it was for the Secret Santa that help moms out with everything. So I had like five artists this time, and the only reason we didn't have more is because we had to incorporate the fashion show scenes and everything. We didn't want a long fashion show.
Right. Yeah.
So unfortunately, that didn't happen. Again, COVID had another plan. I caught COVID. 3 models caught COVID. My assistant caught COVID, but we all of us didn't catch COVID together. We caught it
all separate cases.
So I had to postpone it. So we postponed it down. We back to March again.
Okay.
So we do it in March.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we had it down at the La Familia Center, and it was cold that day. I said, yo, this weather gonna fuck everything up. Even though we sold out, I don't think everybody gonna come. Everybody came. Yo, they came in their suits, with their sneakers, their blazers. The dudes was right. The chicks came out, yo, the ball gowns, the mega gown, but they had fly sneakers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with this one, because we had to postpone it, we still helped the moms out for Christmas.
Yeah.
So with this one, what we did was, I was like, yo, I'm gonna raise up 10,000. We're gonna give it to a single mom that has a business, to start up her business. But the requirement was you had to have a business plan and a 2-year proposal. Okay, so we got like around about 8 moms that submitted in, and one mom won. Her daughter accepted it. She had to leave early, so she called me, told me thank you. She appreciated everything. So just 2 months ago, she actually sent me the pictures of what she did. She opened up a shop just for women, where you get your car fixed and your nail. And while you get your car fixed, you can wait and you can get your nail and your hair touch up and manicures and stuff. I said, yo, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. You know what I mean? Sure. So she sent me that, and yo, I was happy. I was happy for her. You know what I mean? She was like, yo, I want you to come in and see. I said, oh, she opened it up in Philly. I said, yo, I definitely want to come up there and do it. So this year, we having it in May, and I have a couple of different things for the March for mothers. So the whole title is really called Dear Mama Festival. So it's MOM, the Mothers of May. So we got the first segment is the fashion statement 3, and that's my fashion partner. She's doing the fashion show for the moms. Then next week come the sneaker, and that's her showcase the sneakers together. Yeah. The sneaker Kicksella is the Kicksella festival. Then that's that, and then the following Sunday is Beats and Brunch. We're gonna have a brunch for like a handful of moms for free. And I'm gonna partner up with a girl, her name is Zola Kitchen, and she been around the city. She got great food, soul food and everything. So that's what it is. So now I got
everything.
Miss Steph Lover. If anybody knows Steph Lover, is a hip hop. I ain't gonna say hip hop icon. She's an icon in the hip hop history books. Like she done co-host with Phat by Freddie on MTV and everything. So she missed last year. But Steph was a big sneakerhead too. So she called me, she sent me the email. She's like, yo, I hosted. I said, cool.
I want to talk about your hometown, Brooklyn. You know, originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Brownsville.
You know, definitely gotta make it plain. Brownsville. And as far as I know, if I'm not mistaken, your dad is Sicilian.
Yeah.
And have you ever been to Sicily at all?
I've been twice. One for my dad's funeral, and then thank you. And I went over there for my uncle's wedding.
For sure.
Other than that, I haven't really been back there yet. I plan to go. Yo, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful in Sicily.
Yeah.
The reason I mentioned this because I just got finished a show that I was watching. It's called White Lotus. And it's a family. They're in Sicily. It's crazy because one of the older guys was like, my family's from Sicily, and then I never connected with my roots. I'm gonna go back and try to meet my family. And the whole thing went crazy.
Like you see pictures, paintings, and grass green. It's just like that. It's just like it's like you walking in a living painting. It was so cool, but. We didn't speak. Me and my sister went over there, right? My sister got 2 different moms. We got the same dad. And I said, yo, we want to speak Sicilian. My sister like, yo, one thing you gotta do is just kiss on the cheek and just smile. I said, wait, that ain't gonna fucking work. You know what I'm saying? So I get over there.
Smooth,
that shit ain't gonna work. So we get over there. I'm just kissing your father was this, and then they go speaking to Sicilian. I'm just smiling. Alright, you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Right. No, for sure. Yeah, I gotta learn Sicilian now. Just kiss and a smile. That's all you gotta know.
I said, because Sicilians in New York, they don't even speak Sicilian.
Exactly.
Sicilians in New York don't even speak Sicilian.
They speak New York. No, for sure. Man, that's crazy. And your mom, you mentioned you and your sister have the same dad but 2 different moms.
Yeah,
your mom is from Baltimore, right?
Yes.
What part of Baltimore is your mom from?
My mom's from the West Side.
West Side, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liberty is Widow. That's where she's from. But I didn't grow up with my mom. My mom gave my rights to my aunt, and I grew up with my aunt. My mom used to come to New York a lot, and my mom was she was an outside chick. You know what I'm saying? Like before outside became a fad to use, right? She was a party girl, so when she met my dad was forcer for the number houses. Number houses is illegal gambling house, like lottery and stuff. So he met my mom, and from what I saw, my dad never dated Italian or Sicilian. He always dated outside, which was a problem with my grandfather. So he met my mom and everything, and my mom got pregnant, and my grandfather and my mom both did some shiesty things. Like my grandfather told my mom, gave her a large sum of money, told her to leave me in New York and she go about her way. And then my mom, being, the street chick she was, she tried to take the money and come down here and hide in Baltimore. My grandfather came and got me, you know what I'm saying? So my mom signed her rights over to her sister, my aunt, and my aunt race. You know, me and my mom's on good terms now. I was like, yo, I don't have like no regrets, like animosity in my life. I just understood because like I know how it is to be outside in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she just probably wasn't ready. She wasn't ready to be a mom. I'd rather for her to like leave me and my aunt than like me growing up in foster homes or something like that.
For sure.
So we rekindling our relationship now. It's just all good.
That's dope to hear that you've gotten that relationship back in a good place.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like I look at your story, it's like I think it's incredible that, you know, you come from like a position of like not having both parents in a household and, you know, not having, you know, everyone always attributes like being, you know, successful to like having two parents, but I think it's this like middle ground. It's like the kid, but it's also the parents. Like the parents can like do a lot of work, but like the kid has to like make that decision, you know, to actually do something good for themselves.
He skipped and went back to Sicily. And my grandfather told him, like, yo, don't come back over here. He's like, you die over there.
Yeah.
But he would send money to my aunt to make sure that I was good.
Yeah.
But my aunt was good because, like, my aunt was working 3 jobs, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is the part where I hate when people, it was like on the news of the young kids running wild now in Baltimore. Everybody keeps saying, yo, it starts at home as the parent. That's not always true because
it's that duality.
Sometimes you got parents that are good. They are doing the best for their kids.
Yeah.
Kids have their own journey of what they're going to do. I had my aunt did everything for me.
Yeah.
My 2 cousins, they left the crib and they was in the streets. They was doing their thing. So she felt like kind of hard, like she fell when that happened. You know what I'm saying? But my cousin still took care of my aunt. She didn't take no money from her, but they still made like she was good.
Yeah.
But I had another cousin that was in there. She was 15. She was about to have a baby. So my aunt was working a janitor and she was being a nurse to make sure we was good. But I'm outside and I'm like, and I grew up like with the Rich Porters and the pretty boy Floyd and Calvin Klein and like, these dudes getting like $50,000 and $75,000 a day.
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
Well, that's you.
That was your choice.
Yeah.
I want money.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, but the drug game wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't. My cousin and them tried to put me on. So, I'm like, I'm in the vestibule in the lobby. And they was like, just, put the bundles in the mailbox. He was like, the fiend's gonna come get it.
Right.
Over there gonna give you the signal. You open up and give it to him. It's like, all right, cool. Sounds simple. So the dude across the street, he throwing. I leave the bundles, run across the street, like, what you say?
Oh,
it's like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, you can't leave this. Yeah, so they take me off that post. So now they put me on the post with the hand-to-hand sales, right?
Yeah.
So I saw in the shop over there, like, shop open, da-da-da-da. All the fiends come around, it's like, 10 or 20 of them was like, give me 2 10s, I need a 5 minutes. I'm like, can you write that down?
Oh my God.
I can't compute all this at the same time, right?
Plan in the middle of the sentence.
So cousins took me off of that. Now they put me in the house with the work. Alright? Like, chop this up, bag it up. Simple. Alright. So I'm in for 2 weeks thinking I'm doing good. So every time we go back to my cousin's house, they like, you keep coming up short. Ain't nobody stealing, nobody getting bad. You know what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So about 2 weeks go by, still shorts and shit. So my cousin come and he see me doing what I'm doing. He said, what the fuck is going on? Lift up the bottom. nobody tell me how to chop the rock. I'm chopping these shits the size of dice, putting them in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm fucking up $75,000 worth of work because of yo, you out of here, nigga. Yo, I was out.
I bet you the fans will come back every day.
It's like, yo, motherfuckers like, God damn, it's like, yo, you fucked up the work. And it was all around, it was like, yo, you fucked up shot no more. It's like, yo, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? So the drug game in the beginning, but yeah, that wasn't
for you. But that's to your point, like you said before, like you made a decision to get into it. You know, like you wanted the bread, so you was like, how can I make the bread to make it happen?
The streets played a bigger influence on kids than their parents.
Of course.
Like yo, your parents, your father can be the top nation's lawyer. He a millionaire. You make more than fucking rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you outside, you know what I'm saying? And Twan over there, he pull up in a Porsche.
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
He jump out. Yo, he banged up. You know what I'm saying? Kicks fresh and everything.
Right.
That's what I want.
The model, yeah.
I don't want to be like my pop.
Who is more financially secure.
My pop got on a $15,000 suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with a patty that's plain, no ice. But yo, his shit just 50 grand. You don't want that. You want this loud nigga right here. You want to be that. So that's where the good parents have to. They battling against the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like the parents now, it's sad as he's losing. It's losing the young kids to the street because, yo, the streets is an influencer, and these monkey motherfuckers in the label is encouraging.
Yeah, they doubling down on violence and gang violence.
Exactly. So yo, they programming the music to program the kids that yo, this what you need to be doing, this what you need to have.
100%.
Because the white kids, yo, they sing it, but at the end of the day, they not spending all their money to go buy a Louis coat or some Gucci shoes. You know what I'm saying? They throwing the fucking Vans on their cut-off jeans and they going back to their house. And some of them already got a fucking BMW because their parents gave it to them. They not doing all that, but they singing a song.
Exactly, yeah.
We singing a song and want to live the fucking life at the same time, man. And this shit is crazy.
And you see, like Young Thug's case right now, they're using the lyrics against you.
Yeah, which is wrong.
It's incredible.
They know, and that's the prosecutor, and you as a prosecutor and the judge and everything around it, y'all know this is against the amendments. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Yo, that is a free, the art that you put down on record is still a freedom of speech.
Absolutely.
Like, regardless if it relates to a crime, closely relates to a crime, you can't say that, yo, you actually did it. I'm making a record that's entertainment. If that's the case, then yo, you lock up Sylvester Stallone, you lock up Jet Li, everybody that do violent motherfucking movies.
Put them under the jail. To set the precedent.
Exactly.
100%. That's I don't want to get too far off topic, but 100% I agree, because I think it's a violation of sort of your freedom of speech there. But I want to get back to sort of the choices we make, because a lot of kids got exposed at a young age to like drugs or gangs or like bad neighborhoods, and like correct me if I'm wrong, again, I'm going to try to recall your history. Your aunt was like trying to, really harshly convince you to, go to FIT. And so like see that through after your teacher signed you up for a scholarship.
Yeah.
So like, that is almost in the middle of your story. Like you made a decision to like, sort of transition to like actually go to FIT. Like, all right, even if my aunt is like screaming at me, asking me to do it 1,000 times, I'm gonna do it. And
I liked it.
You loved it.
I loved it, and I graduated. I got my degree in fashion design.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I did it. I did it for her, and I wanted to see exactly what it was about. And I had a roommate, and he was Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Japanese. Yeah, nice with it, and he made the best of it, and we learned a lot from each other culturally. You know what I mean?
Japanese and black, and being from different places
and it was a lot of honeys on the counter. I'm not going to front. I stayed there because of that too. Like, it was nice. You know?
That'll be a reason to keep you there.
Yeah.
Man, I went to Howard, so it's like a 10-to-1 ratio.
Oh, yeah.
But
my first Def Jam street team thing was Howard.
Oh man, I gotta get into that too.
I was like, yo, I couldn't even. I'm supposed to be putting up fucking posters and giving out CD. I couldn't even focus.
Distracted. It's left and right everywhere. Yeah, and I mean to stick on Kato for a little bit. If I know from my research, he went on to intern at Baby Phat, right?
Yes, he did.
So and that's like already connecting where Def Jam starts to come into the story. So like, talk to me about like around this time, you started working with I think Phat Farm.
Yes, sir.
And like, how did that come to be? So tell us about that.
I asked
through your uncle?
Huh?
I was gonna ask that through your uncle. Yeah, through your uncle, because I know him and Kevin Liles did the New Marks collaboration.
I asked Kevin, and Kevin gave me the hookup. He's like
Shout out Kevin Liles.
He didn't really have like the power to do it. He put in the word for me. By him being Kevin, I was like, yo, they went with me. You know what I'm saying? But I did that, and like I said, I still had my foot in the street, and I got caught up, and I had to sit for a minute. Then when I came back, Kevin let me be on the street team, and then I went to the promotion marketing, and I went from there. I went over to Rockefeller. Once Kevin and Leo left Def Jam just wasn't the same anymore. You know what I mean? It was. And there's no shade to Andre Harrell, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah.
But Andre Harrell has a history of dealing with R&B acts that he made superstar.
Yeah.
Only hip hop that he ever had in his roster that he dealt with was Outkast. So you come into New York, the mecca of hip hop, he's lost. You know what I'm saying? So. Like from there, Def Jam just like it was like a candle, and it just dwindled. The light just dwindled out of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you mentioned Kevin Liles. By the way, we both went to the same high school. Went to Woodlawn.
Oh, okay.
Big shout out. So we know. I think at least as far as I know, like Kevin Liles is like the epitome of a worker. Like he's like. He works harder than every single person that you know, and he knows.
Russ said that, the Def Jam office 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. He said, I could call there at 7 in the morning and Kevin's there. He said, I could call there at 10 o'clock at night and Kevin is still there. Kevin puts in work, and Kevin is ahead of his time. Like he looks at longevity. He doesn't look at like a fast cash thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember one time Kevin saying, all money ain't good money. That's what he said. It took me 3 years to realize, what the fuck is mad about that? And then it was clear to me. It was like, okay, now I understand why he said that at that time. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from how Kevin moved in his business, and I learned a lot from Dame Dash how he moved. And regardless of people, they like, how you work with Dame, you're an asshole, this and that. You gotta understand, if you're not from New York, the Dame is a true Harlem nigga. So that's how Harlem niggas is. I don't let that affect me. How he is, the cockiness, the yelling. That don't move me.
A joke on you.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is that I see Dame as a hustler, and Dame don't take no for an answer. And Dame, if he put his mind to something, he's going to go get it and make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So they the two that in the industry I really look up to when it comes to doing business and how to do business.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you had mentioned in a previous interview that, Kevin Liles has said to you something along the lines of every time you sleep, there's somebody 3 steps ahead of you.
When you sleep, no, he's coming for a party. It's really involved, coming for a party. And you're supposed to go back to Kevin's house and wind up with Def Jam. So
at the office, at
yeah,
3 a.m.
yeah, he wanted to work. So Ron said, yo, Kevin, why are we here? We're supposed to be home. And Kevin said, yo, you know anytime you sleep, there's somebody 3 steps ahead of you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that never left my mind. But Ron didn't say, yo, I don't give a fuck who is trying to go back to sleep, you know what I'm saying? But that thing right there is one of those models that's stuck in my head for the rest of my life, and to this day I still live by that.
Yeah, that's a gem you'll never forget.
Yeah,
because it just matters everywhere. Like,
exactly.
It doesn't matter where you're working. It's always somebody working 3 times as hard, 3 steps ahead of you, thinking of the next thing that's supposed to be after the thing. Like, they're already doing this, so you got to put as much work in as possible. And that's anybody listening too. Like, if you got your business, you got your LLC, you got anything you're doing, like, make sure that you're always putting your best foot forward and working as hard as you absolutely can. Because
and I try not to use Kevin's line, because that's Kevin's line.
Oh, for sure.
So I use my own, like, and I tell people, my body of work will body your work.
Yes,
right?
sir.
My body of work will body your work.
Yes,
it's not
sir.
going to outwork me.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
And I tell that you, Miami, I said, yo, listen, I do this because I didn't even want to work with no artists. I really don't even want to deal with the music industry thing no more, right? Yeah. But my partner wants to get into music. So he's invested. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this for him, and I came across Miami, and yo, she's a good person. She had just came home. She celebrated her year home a couple of months ago.
Oh, great.
And she's a great artist. And I told her, I said, yo, when I do this, I'm going to work harder than you. And I tell everybody that I work with, I was like, yo, listen, because if we doing this together, I know my work ethic. Your work ethic has got to be good too.
Gotta be high. Be high quality.
You know what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
I tell her the same thing, like, yo, when working body,
you
need to get your work to body me.
Yeah, for sure. As an artist should have in the front of their mind, like, I'm gonna work the hell out of this as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean, not just an artist, like you said, just anybody. Anybody that, if you're doing anything, like, yo, you gotta sacrifice things. Sleep, days.
Food,
family, you know what I'm saying, going out, and all that. And I know people's like, well, yo, you be out this and that, but yo, that's because there's a check involved.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to single parent, like, yo, most of the time, like, sometimes, like, yo, my son is with me. and I come in and I show him, like, yo, this what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going, I don't post it. I don't like doing the whole camera, yo, I'm here, see me. Yo, I just think that shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
every 2 seconds,
my homegirl, she put up a video and then, yo, IG been battling like for 2 years. They get on my fucking nerves. They keep first of all, they shadow ban me now, and they keep disabling my shit over. So they keep saying I violate their community. Fuck it. But, yo, she put up a video. And it said niggas, that's why they took it down, because it said niggas. It said niggas want to be the new bad bitches. So she's dancing. The niggas behind her had their camera. So these niggas look stupid. This shit just looks dumb to me. Like, yo, and no offense, love, but selfies and all that's for women.
Yeah, 100%.
You should not be in the club. Got your
every 2
phone
seconds
out and film it, and then the worst is you niggas with this hookah. You filming yourself and you better not be doing that. I better not catch you do that. Filming yourself and blowing smoke into the fucking phone. You's a goofball. I think that's the corniest fucking shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these niggas is, yo, they make me mad. That's why I only like going out no fucking more, man. I hate seeing this shit. I don't mind the chicks doing the phone, cause you look pretty. We want to see you, but I don't want to see them. I want to see you either dancing or throwing bottles of liquor everywhere. I want to see a fucking foam in your hand and you yelling and screaming like the chicks, man. This shit just going on my fucking nerve.
Man, it's a whole bunch of women out there.
The whole club scene just fucking and I blame it on this nigga XL. XL was the nigga in New York. He is responsible for the VIP section.
Yeah.
He's the one that went to clubs and told club owners, yo, we're gonna make these in the VIP section. The club owners did, and then the club owners started pushing the fucking dance floors away. And making the whole club
just VIP
sections.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you're not even partying no more. You just in a fucking section with a camera and you moving side to side showing everything. That's not fucking fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be around this shit no more.
Well, what Jay say, streets is done, man.
Yeah.
It been done.
Clubs is dumb. That shit's dumb too, man.
Man, and just to keep on Jay a little bit, I mean, you talking about Rockefeller, talking about your time at Rockefeller. Like, did you ever meet Jay personally?
Yes, we met Jay a lot of times. And Kevin is, bro, I remember when Jay dropped the Blueprint? No, the Volume 1. And we brung Jay down here, and this was Micah's was open on Ricestown Road. Bought Mike Jay up there, and Jay bought all that apple cobbler. He loved apple cobbler. He bought all that apple cobblers out and gave everybody in the kitchen $100 tip.
Yo, that's crazy.
What I'm saying? So, yeah.
Man, Jay loves apple cobbler. That's great.
Yeah.
And some people would never know.
He loves apple cobbler, man. That's the first thing he said.
Man, damn. Were you like starstruck a little bit? Or not starstruck, but like, were you surprised when you first seen, like, yo, that's Jay? Like, this is Jay.
Not starstruck, it's just more proud. Because, yo, he was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it gives you a sense that, like, yo, he did it. We could do it.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing, like, in New York, I think motherfuckers is just getting comfortable but not being starstruck no more. Because in Atlanta, they not starstruck. Right? This is what I like about Atlanta. They don't give a fuck about no celebrity. They celebrities.
Yeah. 100%.
That's their attitude in Atlanta. Like, yo, I'm a celebrity. Don't give a fuck about you basketball niggas. Don't give a fuck about you rap niggas. Don't give a fuck about you IG. Like, yo, I'm a star. That's their attitude. I love that. You know what I'm saying? They not starstruck over there. But you do got, coming back to these goofballs, these niggas that be pushing the chicks out the way to be next to the stuff. Yo, I'm just saying, like, you pushing gorgeous women out the way to be next to a nigga and what to do this again.
Take the phone out.
The phone out. You know, shit just horrible, yo. Shit just horrible.
Gets you. I can tell it gets me.
It do, man. Yo, when I'm looking at the show, like, yo, this why chicks don't be wanting to deal with us no more. This why all of them go together. They go out and have fun. They go, hey, smack each other on the ass. That's why they have fun, because you niggas keep being on these fucking phone and blowing smoke out the hookahs into the phone. That's why.
Hey, yo, that is hilarious. No, yeah, for sure. Put the phone down. Put the hookah down, man. And I want to talk about, you mentioned, like, being a club, like, aspect. And I think in one of the previous interviews you mentioned, like, this whole thing about being cliquey with, like, DJs in this real small circle that I think you call the Little Boys Club.
Yes, it is.
And talk to me about sort of, you know, why a lot of these DJs, like, act like they're the celebrity or act like they're the catch, they're the prize, and sort of ostracize other artists and ostracize other DJs and not support anybody that's not in the circle.
Alright, so, I'm not get offended by this.
He cool. RT is cool.
So you got the DJs, and when I say DJs, these don't take it out of context as everybody. The DJs know that they are the key essential to the music. They know that.
Yeah, definitely.
So that pumps up the ego. You see what I'm saying? Because you get an ego now that you need me. And when they do that, it fucks up a lot of relationships. Because now when an artist gets to popping, and you didn't want to break that artist's record, or you didn't want to play that record, now you want to play it, now you want them to come on your talk show, they don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you wasn't there from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what breaks the bar. But it's a 50-50 thing, because you got some artists feel like they don't need the DJs either. Both of y'all need each other to make it, to make things happen.
Facts.
You both need each other. It should not be no egos. Like yo, when we was coming up, even before coming to Def Jam, I know DJs was like, yo, they was eager to get new music. They wanted to play 100%. New shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then as it kept going on, and then we come across this shit to pay over, like artists got tired, they start running up on DJs like, yo, start punching them up like, yo, play my shit. And this happened in the tunnel. I was seeing in the tunnel when artists come to the booth like right here, and they be like, yo, play this, get the DJ. It's like, yo, not right now. And niggas snuff them. It's like, yo, play my shit. They not playing, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, yo, we can't do that because niggas gonna catch a charge, you know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
But DJs, but you gotta understand this too. Yo, it's 100,000 hip hop songs loaded up on Spotify a day.
Yeah.
It's so much music that DJs can't break everything. So they get in a comfort zone and play what's hot, and they don't have to worry about anything. They comfortable of what's going on, and they playing the same thing. And I noticed, like, I'm listening to Hot 97 during the holiday jam, and each DJ that came on, they playing the same fucking song the previous day. All the hot songs at once in the beginning of their mix. Then they do the filters and filter it in. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much music that they can't actually get to it to break it. So they wait till something gets buzzing and then jumps on the wave and play the music. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
That's the problem I have. It's like, yo, you should be eager to you should be able to break music with the music that's already broken. If you're a DJ, you don't know how to mix it up together. Because like if he playing Lil Brooks, you know what I'm saying? And then he mixing, let me see, a girl rapper for T Savage. Mix her in, and that's doing the set. Then after the set, somebody come and say, hey, yo, what was the chick that was after Lola Brooks? You be like, oh, she from Baltimore named T Savage. And yo, I need that. How can I get that? You broke a fucking record.
Oh, right there.
It's just easy. You know what I'm saying?
Took 2 seconds.
Yo, they don't fucking hear it, man. So that's a problem, and it's an ego on both sides, because now you got artists thinking they don't have to put in no work. Yo, let me do this song. Let me go shoot a video. Let me get 15 motherfucking niggas and we all stand in the parking lot. Let me rap this song. I'm throwing it up on YouTube and IG, and you hoping that it go viral. No, you don't. You don't do no marketing. You don't go on no podcasts like this and talk to people and shit like that. You hoping you ain't doing no work. You just you worse than these fucking A&Rs now, because these A&Rs don't do no fucking work. No, they gonna open up the fucking laptop, they gonna see who got the most followers and see who buzzing, and then reach out to them. Them niggas don't come in the club. They don't come in the trap. Yo, they don't come where you play. Wherever you play at, you know what I'm saying? They not coming in there to check. Or they not calling up and say, yo, artiste, who popping in your city? They not doing that. They sitting in the fucking office, catching a check, and going online and seeing who got potential and saying, yo, I found them. No, they was already fucking buzzing before you. They don't need.
That's how you found them.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. No, 100%. Man. That's so on the nose, because I talk about this all the time. It's like, it's no more artist development. Like, it's no artist development really from A&Rs today. But there are people who are doing it who aren't seen. it's a lot of people in the backgrounds who are like really developing like, you know, some real talent in these cities like Detroit, Baltimore, like New York. Like it's a lot of guys that are doing this like underground sort of, but we don't really see any of that work on a main scale because everybody goes with the wave. We see the biggest artists only. We don't see any of the up and comers, you know. I'm huge in like the underground, you know, lane. So I listen to everything, like even from like New York, like Mike, you know, like guys like who are under Jay, who you don't see because it's like they're in Rock Nation in like the conglomerate, but the biggest artist is the only one. Like what is it, Megan Thee Stallion? You know, like you only see you see the biggest ones, but you don't get to see these, you know, up and coming talents. And the people who are putting in the work to make sure they're relevant. I think that's super important, and I'm glad you said that. They're like A&Rs and they are.
Yeah, they a piece of shit, man. They're a piece of shit.
I'm glad.
But the bond between the DJ and artist is like, yo, it gotta get better. Like, yo, I had a DJ from here that used to be on one of my shows. I asked him, say, yo, what I gotta do for you to play Miami, which he knows Miami.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I don't know, I gotta listen to it, then I give you a price. Yeah, give me a price. Okay, I ain't smile back. 2 months later, Miami calls me and like, yo, such and such DJ want me to go on this tour with him and perform at the spot. I said, who? She gave him a name. I said, yo, that motherfucker, I asked him to play your record and he's going to charge. I don't have no problem with you. I don't have a problem playing the DJ, but I know you.
Right, yeah, it's different.
You know what I'm saying? So it's assaulting that you even saying that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I said, she said, for real? I said, yeah, nah. Tell them to come to me, because I doubt if you know that I'm the manager. Never came. And then she screenshot and said it. Never respect, because you know he's wrong.
100%, definitely. And before we get off this topic, I do kind of want to talk about something that happened recently. Like, it just on the topic of breaking artists and sort of DJs playing more artist records. Like I seen on the All Things Go podcast, there was like the whole conversation with like DJ Dude, and to me, and from an outside perspective looking in, I'm gonna be honest, like I felt like it was just a sort of miscommunication of what was said.
It was.
And I think I understood what you said in terms of you were saying two distinctly different things.
We talked about it. We talked about it yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
And me and Duke went on live and seen that it was a clickbait. That's what happened because somebody between Lil Black or All Things Podcast, All Things Goes Podcast, between them two, they sent that piece of clip. So before the podcast even started, they asked and said, yo, what you want to talk about? I said, yo, I got a beef with DJs. Same we talk. My beef was with New York DJs.
Right, of course.
Because I'm going home and New York not sounding like New York.
Yeah.
I go to Atlanta sound like Atlanta. They playing all their people on there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 100%. If I go to LA, they playing all LA. Yeah. Memphis, they playing all Memphis. New York playing everybody but New York. So that was my beef about the DJ. Then, this nigga go, well, what about DJ Duke? He just threw it out there.
Yeah, he just threw it out there.
So I'm saying to myself, like, yo, what makes DJ Duke great? It was just a question.
You were asking to him.
Yeah.
To you, what makes DJ Duke great? He was supposed to answer that question.
Exactly, and I'm going to tell like, yo, what makes Duke great is because, yo, I've seen Duke go outside this market and play local talent.
Exactly.
Which very few DJs do. I've seen it. And he's not just playing a snippet of their record, recording and posting. Right. A lot of DJs do that too. And you artists, if y'all listen, you gotta be careful paying these DJ pools music to break your record. Because all the DJs in the pool ain't gonna play your record. They're not gonna play it entirely. They're gonna play a snippet of it and then that's that. So you gotta be cautious when y'all do that. But Duke don't do that. Like, I've seen them blend in people's music. I've seen them blend in local artists with artists' instrumentals. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So when he asked me that, I'm like, yeah, The same way I ask you, like, yo, what to make them great.
Yeah, exactly.
The same way I ask people, I have a discussion. I have two debates I always get into. Tell people, like, yo, I think AZ is better than Nas, lyrical. Not because he's from Brooklyn.
That's a great debate.
And people be like,
that's
yo,
a great topic.
You fucking bugging. You just saying that because no, it's not.
AZ.
Listen to AZ.
You know
I'm not
AZ.
taking nothing from Nas, but Nas sound like he puts things together to make it sound nice. AZ is lyrical.
Yeah.
So I go to people like, yo, why you think Nas is better than AZ? That's not saying I'm discrediting Nas.
Right, it's your
So
opinion.
I wasn't discrediting Duke. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So when it happened, me and Duke talked on the phone. And it's a conversation me and Duke always have all flies of what makes a great DJ and a legendary DJ.
Right.
So we already had this type of talk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's just that this could have went left, but we grown men, we went on Duke Live and we talked about it and people chimed in and we said like, oh, this is clickbait. This is what y'all did
it was
to
a
make something.
misunderstanding.
Yeah. Now I think they did a delivery. I really think they did a delivery because you took just that clip and you sent it personally to Duke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just like they did the clip with Lil Black and put the highlight is you're homosexual. Now, let me tell you.
I think that was in bad taste, honestly.
Let me tell you. That clip was off screen. It wasn't recorded. It was a behind the scene talk.
Really?
Yeah. So Black was like, yo, all these rumors about like, yo, I'm gay, and so the host like, yo, it's rumors that you're gay. I'm in the back. If you listen to it, you hear me in the back say, yo, I heard the rumors. And Black said, see, he heard. I said, yo, I have heard the rumors. But that conversation was not supposed to be in it. That was a behind the scene conversation. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's crazy. So y'all know it's like, after that, I never promoted them. Even DJ South that went on there and saw the interview, he texted me and was like, yo, they bugging, why would they do that? He's like, yo, why would you post that? I said, listen, yo, Duke is passionate about this DJ thing. I said, that's why Duke got my number. He could have called and said, yo, what's this, that, and that? But he didn't, but we still was men and squashed it on live. To see that, yo, what was going on, and they used this as clickbait. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, yo, they asked me about the drill. They said, really? So you?
They asked you if it was fake, right?
Yeah. It's like, yo, everybody. I'm saying in my head, yo, who the fuck is everybody?
You gotta say
I said because yo, I'm like, huh? It's like, yo, they asked her to watch 200. Yo, yeah, it's real. Then I had to clarify, I was like, yo, I don't have a $200,000. I got a $100,000 house. Why would I have a $200,000 fucking dollar? I have a Richard Mille that I traded my AP in for it, and I paid the difference off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I have watches that the collection adds up to, but I'm not walking around with the 200K watch. Yo, that's crazy. Why would I walk around with something that's more than my fucking house? No, you stupid. So when he said that, my friend from the Bronx, Honeystack, she goes in on him in the comments. Like, yo, y'all fucking idiots. Why would you bag somebody, something like that? Then a young dude I knew in Frederick County, when I was out there doing stuff, he was like, yo, I know OG. Yes, he's capable of that. But they put that out, let them slide with that. I was like, all right, I see what y'all doing. Because the original thing they hit me in DM was like, yo, we have a new show. We want you to come on the show. I said, all right, cool. I liked that show when they was together. But I said, yo, I'll come support it. Because it's a black media, I'll come support it. I got no problem. They came on my show. You know what I'm saying? But if it was a hot seat, should have told me, like, we're going to put you in a hot seat. We're going to ask you some controversial questions. I'll be like, all right, cool.
Wait, they didn't tell you that?
No, when they was, I'll show you the DM. The DM said, yo, when you come on our show, because we got a new show, we'd like to have you as a guest. That was the invite. So I'm thinking I'm going on there for an interview. Yeah. And if you notice, it's not even long. They ask bullshit, They ask bullshit questions like to be on the hot seat, and that was it. They said, all right, yo. Y'all do your thing, man.
Man.
And even off that video, y'all niggas have got me on 2,500 motherfucking followers. They couldn't imagine. Did that? But shit shot up to 2,500 fucking followers. Like,
hey,
yo, this shit backfired, dude. And I'm like, yo, everybody, what the fuck? I said, yo, if it ain't jewelers, nobody should be asking me nothing. So on my show last night, we was talking about, I said, yo, my engineer, who was Wayne here in Jamaica, I said, Wayne, fix that light for a minute. He said, what you want me to do? I said, yo, shine it over here. So he shined it. I said, yo, you see this? Make sure you get this, baby. Motherfucking diamonds dancing. You think this fucking fake? Look how this shit dance. You fucking idiot. Fuck out of here, man. I said, but yo, you know what? I'm not gonna say never again, but my sister, my partner Maria, she's like, yo, from now on, just ask, yo, what you walking into, you know what I'm saying, before you go. I was like, all right, cool.
For sure.
You know, I didn't feel when going on podcasts that I have to do that because it's people that like, yo, I fuck with, I got love for.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I see that, yo, it ain't all, the love ain't mutual all the time.
Right, yeah, 100%. And you know, I definitely know you're going to be doing more appearances, you're going to be doing more events, you're going to be doing, you know, more artist collaborations, like the whole nine. And I'm looking forward to
I knew you was going to speak more because so it happened. He DM'd me. I said, yo, they get ready to want to talk about this.
This is literally the last few minutes of the interview. I wanted to at least introduce it so you can at least have like a moment of clarity on it and like clear up anything you wanted to. But I didn't want the entire interview to be about that because honestly, that's just a blip.
Oh, yo, listen, I don't have no motion to clear up nothing. And people want to think what they want to think.
You just
I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, my bills still paid, my kids still straight.
Facts.
No, I don't see none of y'all in the bank when I go to the fucking bank. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I'm saying? So you talk among yourself. Because I used to snap on people in comments and everything, and then I was on Puff page for something. I forgot, this was years ago. I went on Puff and Nikki Page. I went on Nikki Page because she was doing an interview with Joe Brothers. And I wanted to hear it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was great.
So I'm in the comments. Yo, they going off on Puff in the comments. And they going off on Joe in the comments. Then I had to realize, why the fuck am I keep barking with people in my comments when y'all do the same thing to Puff and Joe and motherfuckers that's celebrity? And so I said, from right then and there, I was like, yo, go ahead, say what the fuck you want to say in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
Don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
stupid that people,
Facts.
whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad, people they gonna say something. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I know that there will be, you know, like I said, more events in the future for you, so there's gonna be more comments and whatever. So what are some of the things you got planned for the future?
Like I said, the sneaker Kickstarter, that's in May. That's still open. We still taking artists requests. We still taking venues requests. Special guests, y'all want to come for that? We're working on that. The summertime, I'm working on now doing my second Leo resort. For all you Leos and people that came last year, you know what I'm saying, we went to DR, we had fun, Airbnb and that, so working on that for this summer. My man Tom, well not my man, he's my brother. It's Fab's cousin. You know what I'm saying? He's another one. He'll tell people I'm a manager. I was like, yo, please don't tell. I don't do the manager.
You manage him?
I don't. Yeah. I was like,
you're kind of a manager.
Yeah, he'll say that. He's like, yo, talk to my manager. I'm like, yo, nah, you fucking manager. I handle his music thing. You know what I'm saying? So this year, this summer, we got something planned. I can't really say much, but we're working on him. Miami doing her third movie now. That's why we gotta hurry up and get this come back home video done, because then she'll go out to Cali and start a movie out there. I'll start filming my documentary next month for Hulu. Should be released, try to release it in 24 with that. And the last thing, my February February 16th, anybody want to register kids from 7 to 14, I'm doing the sneaker class again. My sneaker class is like, yo, I bring kids, we go up to Soho to the Nike ID store, and I show the kids how sneakers are made from the ground on up. The ID store worked something out with Nike, and they let me bring the kids in there, and the kids design their own shoe.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So then the classes is 6 weeks. We come back, and I had different people from the sneaker community come in, and they talk and they teach and let kids know about the sneakers from the drawing to the finished product and stuff like that. So that's gonna start back in February. I didn't start it last year because I had a lot of stuff going on. Like family-wise, I had to take care of, but we're gonna bring it back this February so the kids can go ahead and do it.
Dope. And I was thinking here myself, anybody that knows Mike on the mic knows that I'm a sneaker. I got my big New Balance joints on right now.
We're doing the TV show.
No, TV show.
So we'll start filming next month, so look out for that.
Uncomfortable Truth.
Uncomfortable Truth, you know what I mean? So there's gonna be some stuff, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna like, you know what I'm saying, but it's everybody's truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just an open people. It's gonna be a great show, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more like a grown up adult 1 to 6 and 12. That's what it's going to be.
We need that. We need that. We need that. For sure. We need that. Man, it's always a pleasure having you here in the studio.
Yo, man. I like this because you actually did research. He said that. You actually did research.
I like to do it. I like to do my job, you know what I mean? And be good at what I do on this microphone. They call me Mike on the mic for a reason, so I gotta be good when I'm on it. I'm telling you, man, I appreciate you for coming out once again. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Man, and look, I look forward to looking at any new TV show, documentary, whatever you got coming out, because I know me and Artis and the listeners here at Ground 3 will be tuned in, man. I appreciate you.
I just want to do, because we packed for January. We look at the February slots and invite y'all onto the shop.
Yeah, we'd love to
continue this conversation.
Yeah, we'd love to. There's some stuff we gotta get into. We ain't get into.
At the shop, it's open. That's what it is. It's shop talk. We talk. There's no judgment. Everybody just say what's on your mind. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. For sure, the Shop Talk TV. Make sure y'all tap into that too. And finally, Toni Drakhan, I'll leave you with a short, sacred Baltimore proverb, and that is, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all, I appreciate you bringing me here. You could have 1,000 other motherfuckers, but you chose me. I appreciate that. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? I love this. I definitely love this interview.
It's a pleasure sitting with you. And once again, it's Mike on the mic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast with my guys at Ground 3 Radio. DJ RT's calling at 443-377-1872. Again, the number is 443-377-1872. And leave a message about Toni Drakhan and your favorite 1H productions, man.
Y'all need to hire Mike for y'all customer service. Y'all got a business, let him do the customer service.
If it's on the mic, I got you. I got you. Come on, man.
He has the perfect customer service voice, you know? Because I hate when I had to push fucking one for English and they still give me a fucking fine to come on and shit. You know, shit pisses me fuck off, but you know, it is what it is. We all good. We out here.
Man, type VIBE for Mike on the mic to pull it up, man. Keep it live for the Vibe Perspective Podcast, Vibe Studios at Ground 3. Artis, give me some vibes, man.